Hello, Dilab Divine Collective. I decided to do this reading because, well, basically I wanted to see what energy was strongly needed to be looked at today by all those that come in contact with this reading. If this reading finds you and if it resonates with you, that is awesome. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody because everybody's different. So, I've just shuffled these cards, and they're too big. And I'm going to ask, what is it that the Dear Collective needs to know for their journey for today? What is it that the Dear Collective needs to know for today? Right. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 1. You need to release your creative energies. Make use of them in your life. So, what creative energies have you got? What are your favourite ways to create things? It could be anything. It could be painting, drawing, knitting, crafting, journaling, writing. Could be anything. But you need to start making use of them in your life. Okay? We will look on this more, but the energies of this world are changing and our crafts are going to become more prominent in our lives. Okay? The crafts that we love and treasure and repeat are our gifts. They are gifts from the divine, not only to be enjoyed, but also to help other people, to please other people. If you, for instance, create fantastic art that really speaks to people, then you're helping them to have a conversation with your art, to see, you're opening them to see the meaning, the glory that comes from inside of you. Okay? You need to make more use of it. Not just art, but like I said, knitting, sewing, drawing, whatever it might be, wood whittling. It makes no difference if it's a craft and you love doing it, then Spirit are asking you to go ahead and do it. So the next one, a new strategy is required. So in our lives, we have our gifts, we have our passions, but more often than not, we get stuck in repeated patterns that don't serve us, that don't do us any good whatsoever. They might teach us a lesson. Every aspect of our lives can teach us a lesson, but we don't want to get stuck in that cycle of getting hurt, feeling sorrow, feeling sad, feeling dread, and then that ends for a while, and then we get something new and the same thing happens again, and like the same job over and over again, or same difficult workmates, same problems, or the same person within romances all the time. It never seems to change. And that's why this is saying you need to take a new strategy. Find the path to love and happiness. And this are telling me that by releasing your creative energies, you can create this new strategy by going more into your own creative energies. Okay? Because when you're creative, you see a whole different side to life than you do when you're not. When I used to paint, I saw a whole different world. And I've not painted for quite a while now because I'm in rented property and it doesn't really allow the space. But I owned my own house back then when I painted. So a new strategy is required to bring out the best in you, okay? Bring out the very best in you. Cross the bridge of happiness. It leads over the depths of your emotions. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with these three cards, what I'm actually seeing is that you've basically been stuck in a pattern that needs to be risen above. And that can only be done by turning to your own creative energies, turning to yourself to find what makes you happy. What is it about your life that you do that makes the time just fly by and you don't even notice it changing? You don't even notice. Sometimes, you can be so deep in it that you don't even stop to think, oh, I need to eat now. It's o'clock, it's dinner time. You completely miss that because you're so reveling in the thing that you're doing. Now, what I'm getting is, even in the outside world, not just on the inside of your own home, but even on the outside world, you need to be happy. You need to still follow that joy of knowing that you're creating, so you're doing what you love the most. You have to bring your love into whatever situation it is that you're doing. Okay? Easier said than done? Yes, it probably is. It definitely is. But with this card, you really cannot keep going the way that you're going and feeling sorrowful every time you try something, because it just builds up negativity, a store of negativity within you that you then, if you can see, she is not focused on the gorgeous sunshine. She is glaring at the floor. She is actually walking around, shoulders slumped, head down, looking at the floor. Whatever she's doing, she's fed up with it. She's fed up with it. She's not seeing the joy. She's not seeing the love in it. She's not seeing what powers her up. She needs to create a new way of either looking at the situation she's in or looking for a new situation and leaving that situation behind. This new strategy, this new change is really, really vital for this current time where we are now. All things are changing. Now, cross the bridge of happiness. Now, this card tells us that the bridge of happiness leads over the depths of your emotions. Your emotions might be in this really, really difficult state. So difficult that you're not seeing all the gorgeous stuff around you. You're not seeing all those things that you love around you because, well, some things stop your creativity from seeing that. And you're being asked to make use of your creative activities in your life, because doing that, putting your focus on doing what you actually love instead of what you actually don't love, that takes you away from everything that you love. By putting your focus on what you love instead of this, what really messes you up, that is the bridge of happiness. That will take you across the waters and the whirlpool of your emotions. Because if your emotions are stuck in that situation, then all that is creating is more and more whirlpool to suck you down. Because the more you focus on what you don't want, the more down it's going to pull you. So you have to focus on what you do love to do. No matter what it is, you have to focus on this. Unless you want to be sucked down into the depths of your emotions, which is not right. That's not where you're meant to be. You're meant to be on that bridge, moving towards your happiness and your fulfillment. And you can only do that when you're feeling happiness. So you can't wait for happiness to come in. You've really got to change the way you do things, such as go into your creativities, whatever your hobbies are that fire you up, that lighten your heart, that make you feel that, wow, that was worth it. I really, really enjoyed doing that. You've got to do more of